Graham Jackson, foreman. How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Good to hear. I'm sure everybody's heard of Kanye West.
I haven't actually.
No? Okay, well good. Y'all are about to learn. He's one of my favorite artists of all time. Kanye was born on June 8th, 1977 in Atlanta, Georgia, and grew up with his single mother, Donda West, who raised him great. Shortly after, they moved to Chicago, Illinois, where he grew up to really be very invested into the music scene. After, when you practice for so many years at making beats and being a producer, you tend to get pretty good at it. Well, Kanye, along with having a special, acute sense for music and producing, became one of the best producers in the Chicago area. This picked up a lot of attention from artists such as Jay-Z, who went on to let him produce The Blueprint, which was one of the most influential Jay-Z albums of all time. After this seemed to be enough to make Jay-Z want to sign him to his personal record label, Rockefeller Records, which was a big step up in Kanye's music career. Shortly afterward, he goes on to try and produce his first studio album, The College Dropout. Unfortunately, shortly before the release, he gets in a rather tragic car accident and he ends up breaking his jaw. Terrible. Left him in the hospital, very self-conscious. It took a big turn in Kanye's music career, or what it was going to be. This caused him to have to get his jaw and his mouth wired shut, which is why we get to hear the song Through the Wire on his first studio album, The College Dropout. I'm sure you know other songs on The College Dropout, such as Jesus Walks.
Slow Jams.
Great song. Afterwards, he goes on to produce his second studio album and his third, Late Registration, and following that, Graduation, which completes his college trilogy, his first three albums. This third one, Graduation, was extremely influential. It had a different sound than the first two. It was more popular. Afterwards, he goes on to produce 808s, which was a different sound than the first three as well, and had arguably a completely new genre. And around again. Okay. Afterwards, he goes to the 2009 VMA Awards, where Taylor Swift is up getting an award for Best Music Video. Kanye did not like this. He thought Beyonce should win this award. And in my opinion, probably shouldn't have done this, but he got on the stage and, rather made a fool of himself, but what can you do? Afterwards, this led to a whole lot of public shame. But this is where he makes his comeback. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, arguably one of his best albums and extremely influential. I'm sure y'all heard the song Power. Played at a lot of football games, stuff like that. It's a great song. This kind of kicks off, his real fame. He's an A-list celebrity at this point. He goes on to create other albums such as The Life of Pablo, Ye, and Donda, eventually becoming the richest black man in America. However, this does not mean he did not encounter any hardships, such as shortly after the release of Graduation in 2007, his mother passed away from complications with a plastic surgery. Unfortunately, Kanye blames himself for this because he paid for that plastic surgery. So this really tore him up, and it really took a turn in his career. Also, he was married for Kim K for a very long time. I'm sure you all know this. It was a power couple. Unfortunately, due to differences in parenting and some controversy surrounding Kanye West, this led to a divorce, which also really tore Kanye up, and it seems to have changed him in ways that aren't the best. Afterwards, Kim Okay. In conclusion, Kanye is one of the greatest rappers / producers of all time, undeniably. He was the first to do many things in the music industry, such as one of the first to use auto-tune, one of the first to use 808 systems, which are now extremely popular in today's music. Along with, he still produces other music such as, that's not even his own albums, such as Utopia. And that's it. Any questions? All right.
Covered it all. I know all about Kanye.
Pan it around one last time. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.